Welcome to Chieftain Stadium as we're in the progress of Skyview Storm facing off against the Columbia River Chieftains at Chieftain Field. You just missed the Skyview's 82-yard kick return as Peyton Batter took it, or excuse me, as Joe Gray took it for a touchdown, and Skyview has just completed their kick, and it is 7-0 in the first seconds of the game. Skyview Storm and the Columbia River Chieftains have had a rivalry for quite a while. This is an out-of-league game in Week 2 as the 4A Skyview Storm take on the 2A Columbia River Chieftains. And so far, the Skyview Storm are off to a very strong start as River is going to receive a kick. Now, so far, Skyview has not had a winning record. They've lost their first game in Week 1 by 4 points to the Yelm Tornadoes in a late comeback. And the Chieftains, on the other hand, have won their first game against the Centralia Tigers 49-0. This game can be very telling if they are for real and that if this winning streak is going to stick for them. So the Skyview Storm are going to kick the ball.
Sealbinder, Eaton to receive the Chieftains.
Sealbinder and Eaton will receive. The Columbia River Chieftains originally grounded their first kick. They squibbed it and, well, they almost got the Skyview Storm before they ended up out of bounds, but they were able to dance the sideline and get an easy touchdown and a quick gut punch to the River Chieftains. Hopefully for the Chieftains, they can return the favor. Michael Stormberg with the kick. Sealbinder will receive the catch. Sealbinder running along the line, and he'll be taken down at the 30. A solid run for Sealbinder as Columbia River's offense will come onto the field. Chieftains at the 31. Well, first off, after such a quick start, I want to welcome you all tonight to Columbia River Chieftain Stadium. I'm Jordan Ryan, your host for tonight, and we are here for a beautiful game at the Columbia River Chieftains' first home game of the season. The Skyview Storm, on the other hand, are on the road for the first time and looking to get a win. Matt Asplund will receive the ball. Asplund, and he's sacked at the 25-yard line by Micah Bayless. Bayless just took Asplund to the ground, and he had nowhere to go and no time to react. 2nd and 15 for the Columbia River Chieftains as the Skyview Storm have showed some dominance so far in this opening minute.
Wide to the left. Eaton split wide right.
Eaton is wide right on his own. Oh, and a stunt. Oh, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sealbinder, good ball carrier.
Sealbinder had a good run, but couldn't get around that line, and it's a loss of 2 yards for the Columbia River Chieftains as they are 3rd and 17. The Skyview defense has known to be very strong, and they are showing no signs of letting up this year. Asplund will receive the ball. 2 receivers on each side. 1 in the backfield with him. Asplund looks to throw it deep to Eaton. Eaton can't get to it. It's too far. And that's going to turn into a 4th and 17. River will be forced to kick the ball.
Brings up a 4th and 17. Punting situation for the Chieftains.
River, unfortunately, will have to punt the ball at their own 22. Excuse me, their own 24. Tristan Hoyer will be the one to punt. Mason Wheeler looks to receive the kick. That's a solid kick. All the way down at the 25. And it looks like there is a flag on the field as he's taken down at the 30. There was a push in the back as one of the Chieftain players went to the floor. And there is a flag on the field. That should be a penalty against the Skyview Storm. So far, they're at the 30. A good punt by the Chieftains, as even if it stays at the 30, that's going to be a solid field position for the Chieftain defense. And the Columbia River Chieftains and Skyview Storm have had a rivalry for several years, but the Storm have been consistently dominant, winning 3 of their 11 matchups since 2004. And last year's meeting did not end well for the Chieftains in a Week 4 meet with a 42-6 win for the Skyview Storm, who played a solid game, but despite that, they missed the playoffs for the first time in 12 straight years last year. And hopefully they're here this year to prove that that is not a fluke. And hopefully they can make the playoffs this year. So the Skyview Storm were moved back to the 19. The play. Skyview's going to run it. And several missed tackles as they'll finally push him out of bounds at the 25. And that was Jaylani McGee, the running back for the Skyview Storm. And Jaylani McGee was the starting running back last year. He had 925 yards and 10 touchdowns, a very impressive resume indeed, as he's a senior this year, looking to do even better with that. And so far, he's had a solid run. They look to throw. It's deep. Oh, and it's a catch is made by Gavin Basquette. As Eaton had the coverage, but Basquette was able to dive right out of the way to get that ball. And a beautiful throw by Yaroslav Dukovo, the Skyview Storm quarterback. And that will put them at the Chieftains 40. Chieftains looking for a stop. They look to run it again. McGee, he's got it. He's running. He'll fake, break the tackle, and he'll fall just short at the 8-yard line. An excellent run by Jaylani McGee. Pretty was able to get the tackle. But the Skyview Storm are well within a dangerous zone. And the way they've been running the ball so far, we don't have any reason to believe they won't get a touchdown, but they are at least a good kicking position. Play action. Back to McGee. He's tackled, and he will be taken down at around the 8 or 9 yard line. There was no gain on that play. If anything, there might have been a loss. Second and 8 for the Skyview Storm. Touchdown. That's a touchdown for Gavin Basquet. Another excellent reception from Gavin Basquet, who made that 40-yard catch a minute ago, and he will take the touchdown and put Skyview up 13-0, as they have an opportunity to make this 14-0 with only 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this ball game, or excuse me, in the first quarter. A great catch by Gavin Basquet. Michael Stormberg with the kick, and it's good.
And the extra point is up in. With 8:21 to play during the first period.
Well, the Skyview Storm have shown some dominance so far in this Chieftain ball game, as they will kick the ball again. Of course, we haven't seen much of the Chieftains' offense, so there's no saying that they couldn't come out with something interesting here.
So 50-50 fans, you know, great move down there.
River has had a decent year last season with a 4-2 overall league record, which tied for second as they made the playoffs. They did not have a winning overall record, but in league they did pretty well, and they're looking to improve that again as they went to the playoffs. Of course, Skyview did not go to the playoffs, as we discussed earlier. They went 2-2 with league and fell into third, but the 4A league standard has changed, so if they were to fall into third again, they would make the playoffs, and it's very much plausible to think that they would fall in the playoffs again. So Sealbinder and Eaton will be in the back to receive the ball. The kick from Stormberg. The Chieftains look at another opportunity. Stormberg. A short kick. That's going to go to Isaac Bibb O'Neill. Bibb O'Neill fights through several tackles, but it's not going to do anything as he had a loss, and he ends up at the 25-yard line. So the Chieftains will be at the 26-yard line to start the offense. Dawson Lawrence will be the QB for this play series. He looks to throw. He's going to run. He gets several yards, and he's going to end up at the 30-yard line, so that'll give him a gain of 4. Dawson Lawrence, the transfer from Richfield, the junior quarterback, who threw 1,357 yards and 10 touchdowns last year for Richfield football, and he's transferred over to Columbia River. And he's looks like Matt Asplund is going to come in for this play. Asplund to hand it off, and a nice run. Colby Rabatoy with a solid run, as the Chieftains will get a first down as they sit at the 40-yard line. 1st and 50. Or 1st and 10, sorry. They're at the 40-yard line. 1st and 40. 1st and 10. Asplund to hand off the ball, and that's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards, as that went nowhere for the Columbia River Chieftains.
4 brings up 2nd and 14.
So 2nd and 14 for the Columbia River Chieftains, as a great defensive stop by the Skyview Storm. receivers ready to go. One man in the backfield. And there's a flag on the field. And an offside. And that's going to be offsides on Skyview. That's going to put the Chieftains at the 41-yard line. So it went from 2nd and long to 2nd and 9. A handoff right through the middle as a solid run by Jarrett Sealbinder. As Sealbinder was able to get a beautiful run right down the middle. Blockers did their job. Sealbinder with an excellent carry right from Asplund. And that's going to put them at the 52-yard line. The Chieftains are showing some signs of life with 2 first downs in this play series so far. Chieftains with 3 receivers and 1 man in the backfield. Play motion. A throw right down the middle, and they'll break through some tackles. Tristan Hoyer with an excellent reception from Dawson Laurent. And Laurent with an excellent throw down the middle as the kicker, Tristan Hoyer, received that excellently. Another first down for the Chieftains as they are in Skyview territory right now. 2 men in the backfield. Skyview looking to blitz. Oh, and Isaac Bibb O'Neill is tackled. And he may have brought that back to the line of scrimmage. There might have been a loss on that play.
Second down and 12 coming up for the Chieftains.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for the Chieftains. Asplund to receive. Oh, and a flag on the field and an offside. And Josiah Cochran had an offsides on Skyview part. It's 2nd and 7 as those 2 penalties have cost Skyview 10 yards so far in this drive. And another flag on the field. More movement before.
Another penalty in the field, this time against the Chieftains.
And this will be against the Chieftains.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
As we have a false start. So we're back to 2nd and 12 for the Chieftains.
Alonso, the quarterback for the Chieftains.
Ready to throw. And the throw, it's caught by the Chieftains, and that's going to barely put them back at the line of scrimmage as Dawson Laurent was hit by a blitz very early on as he had to get rid of that ball quickly. Colby Radbatoy was able to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage with the reception. Or past the line of scrimmage by 2 yards. So we're at a 3rd and 10. The Chieftains need a first down here. They're too far for field goal range. And the refs will whistle it off. And there's a timeout. Chieftains. 4 minutes left to go. And the Storm are up 14-0. The Chieftains have shown some offensive capability as they have completed several first downs as they've gotten themselves to the Skyview 38. Still too far to kick, but with a first down, they could be within scoring position. are two quarterbacks for the Chieftains that are switching simultaneously. Matt Asplund and Dawson Lawrence. Matt Asplund threw 1,107 yards last year, along with the 8 touchdowns received. And between those two, it is a balancing act and it's a balancing act by Christian Swain to get both of those excellent QBs into the game and use them for their strengths. For now, it looks like Asplund will have the ball as QB. Asplund looks to throw. Short throw, lobs right over Cannon Eaton. And that pass is incomplete. That was a dangerous play right down the middle, as that could have easily been an interception. But that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 as the Chieftains are going to have to kick. Unless they're going for it, which could happen here. Looks like the Chieftains are going to go for it at 4th and 10. 4 receivers, 1 man in the backfield. This is a risky play. Dawson Lawrence looks to throw a solid one down the middle. Oh, and that's intercepted. That's intercepted by Peyton Batter as he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line. And the Chieftains almost had that football, but it got knocked right out of their hands and fell right into Storm hands. And that is a gut punch for the Chieftains, as that easily would have been a first down if that play had been received. To no fault of the Chieftains' own, though, that was a tough catch. So the Chieftains are going to look for a stop here, as Skyview has a chance to extend their lead.
What was the penalty? Officials, please.
Skyview Storm.
For sideline violation. He throws a 10 Storm on their own 39-yard line.
The Storm are going to be at their own 39. Apparently there was a sideline violation as they did not keep within the required sideline boundaries on the Skyview Storm. So that will help the Chieftains a little bit. The handoff. Right to McGee, and McGee is taken in the backfield as that will be at the 35. Tristan Hoyer with an excellent tackle. As there's a flag on the field, could possibly be a holding. But Tristan Hoyer with an excellent takedown as he got McGee early, and McGee has already shown to be a very capable runner so far in this football game. And a holding charge against the Skyview Storm, as that's going to take them back 10 yards.
Ball back on their own 26-yard line.
So they're at the 26. As between the loss on that run and the penalty, that's going to put Skyview in a long position. Play action. The snap and throwback. McGee looks to cut the corner, and he's not going to get very far. He's going to end up at the 32. McGee tried to turn the corner, but there was just nowhere to go, as the Chieftains were able to team up for a solid tackle on that. I can't. Live. Novacom to look to throw. A short throw, and he's taken down in the backfield. An excellent takedown by Riley Sadler. And he had nowhere to go there. The Chieftains are showing some strength on defense here as we're looking at a 3rd and 23 for the Skyview Storm in their own backfield.
3rd and long 23 coming up for the Storm.
Dovico, play action, and there's a flag on the field. And there's an offside, and that's going to be against the Chieftains. 5 yards against the Columbia River Chieftains. And that's going to put Skyview at a 3rd and 18. A stop here could force them to kick. But it's capable as their reception game has been so far. The Chieftains have to be careful. Dovico, play action. He looks to throw it. And that's going to be no good. There's a flag on the field. The intended receiver was Cooper Barnum. And that might have been a pass interference. There didn't look like there was much contact there. But nevertheless, the Chieftains are going to get the penalty with a pass interference against Cooper Barnum, the 6'2" junior. That's going to put the Storm at the 41-yard line. With a 3rd and 3. The Chieftains are going to need a solid stop as the Storm get the ball. The handoff. And McGee is going to meet a wall, but he might just get the first down. It's going to be close. And that's going to be a first down. For the Skyview Storm, McGee was able to get the 3 yards, just barely. McGee spins, and he's going to be taken down at around the 52-yard line, a gain of 3.
Along with number 47 back in on the tackle, Sadler.
It's going to be at the 42nd in Chieftain territory. The Storm have had a few penalties go their way so far, and that has brought them to where they are, along with some solid running from McGee. Dovico to throw. And he's going to complete that pass. As Gavin Basquette, the receiver of the Storm's last touchdown, will complete the first down.
Receiver was number 21 Basket for the Storm.
The Storm are looking to gain some momentum right now as they are moving down the field pretty rapidly. As they're at the Chieftain 40. Dovico. He looks to throw. And that's picked off by Cannon Eaton. Eaton with some solid pressure. As that was, and that'll end the first period. 14-0 Storm so far. As the Chieftains are looking to make a defensive stop to hopefully even this game up.
please remember the concession stand is open. A lot of great food down there. The booth is not selling clothes and memberships. So, fans and friends, family and friends, please get down there and sign up for your booth.
We're ready for another 12 minutes before the half, as the Chieftains look to stop the Skyview Storm from taking this game on their home field.
And please remember, for complete scores and schedules, standings, photos, and announcements for every school and every sport and every level of play, visit the 2A GSHL Conference website at www.2aggshl.com. That's 2A GSHL.
So they're going to flip the field.
For 2A GSHL sports. Thank you.
And Skyview is going to take a 2nd and 10. Well, for those of you who have just joined us, I'd keep an eye on number 11, Jelani McGee. And the throw deep is going to end up in Gavin Basquet's arms, safe. And that's going to be an excellent catch. So far, Jelani McGee has had an excellent ball game running the football, and so has Gavin Basquet, number 21 for the Skyview Storm, who has received several key catches in this football game, including that one you just saw there. The completion thrown by Dovico. Skyview's getting awful close to the touchdown. To McGee. And he's going to run, break several tackles. There's a fumble! And the Chieftains are going to get on top of that football. Bryson Pretty was able to get to that football. As McGee looked like he had a clear run. He was breaking several tackles, but the football got stripped. And Bryson Pretty was able to get the football from within the Chieftain end zone. So that's a turnover on the Skyview Storm. And Chieftains have shown some signs of life as far as offensively, but they were stopped at the 40-yard line last play series. They are looking to extend that and hopefully get into the end zone this time around. They'll start at the 20. Asplund to hand it off, and that's going to be a loss. Sealbinder Rabidoy will lose 2 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Running game has been on and off for the Chieftains so far. It's just been hard to find a gap along the side. And Chieftains are going to look into the play action. Chieftains to throw. Nice receive to Tristan Hoyer. And he is going to have a gain of maybe 2. But he picked up about 5 overall from where the line of scrimmage originally was. 3rd and 6, very doable for the Chieftains. Sealbinder will come out in a substitution as Matthew Asplund will come in. Chieftains looking to get the first down. Chieftain throw. Oh, and that's bounces right out of the hands of Will Buss as he was wide open. So the Chieftains will be forced to punt the ball most likely, as they're going to bring in the special teams. Tristan Hoyer will punt the ball off.
Bryson Pretty, long snapper for the Chieftains.
to Gavin Basquette, who will receive around the 40-yard line. Solid kick. Basquette's going to catch that and slide in at the 49-yard line. Chieftains are going to look for another stop. They were able to do that successfully last time and keep the Skyview Storm from scoring for the first time in this game. They'll look to do it again, and hopefully with more success on the offensive end. The Skyview Storm with one man in the backfield and 3 receivers. They'll hand it off to McGee. McGee will push for a gain of 4 or 5 yards. But he has consistently been able to have yardage gain each time he has run the football, and that is very impressive at this level. So, 2nd and 7. 3 receivers, and McGee still remains in the backfield. Dovico looks to throw. Wide open to Basquette, and Basquette's taken down by Bryson Pretty. But Basquette has consistently made excellent catches throughout this game. And he has been Yugoslav's Dogo. He's being Yaroslav's go-to man tonight as far as receptions go. Yaroslav. Dovico. Hands it off to McGee. McGee taken down early. As Tristan Hoyer was able to get to him quickly before he got any speed going into his run, and he only gained 2 yards. Tristan Hoyer has had several excellent tackles tonight. But once Jaylani gets going, it is difficult to stop him in the running game. Oh, and that ball is going to be fumbled in the backfield as Yaroslav will be able to recover it. But that's going to be a penalty, a personal foul. The Storm quarterback was on the ground and several people piled on top of him, but many Chieftain fans disagree with that. And that's going to push the Chieftains back and be a first down for the Skyview Storm.
The 1st and 10 Storm on the Chieftain 21-yard line.
So at the Chieftain 21, the Skyview Storm will take the football. And that's a difficult call for the Chieftains to take. Oh, it's 3rd and 1. That won't be a first down. Chieftains looking for a defensive stop. They're going to go straight to McGee. And McGee will get the first down easily. Right on the 16. Chieftain fans were looking for the hold, but did not receive one, as the Skyview Storm are going to end up on the 22-yard line. First down. Looking to throw. He's going to go deep. And that ball is going to bounce right in the end zone. The intended receiver was Mason Wheeler, as Dovaco could not get that ball to Wheeler. 2nd and 10. The Skyview Storm just within kicking range. Play action. Dovaco looks to throw. He's going to throw it to Basquet, and that catch might be incomplete. He bobbled that ball, and he had his knee down on that catch. Apparently that is a reception though. And it's 1st and goal for the Storm. He didn't look like he had a solid hold on that football, but the Skyview Storm are going to end up with a 1st and goal. Play action to Dovaco. The handoff. And there's a flag on the field. And Austin Holland with that run. It would be a touchdown, but there is a flag on the field. As Jelani McGee is going to come back in as the running back for the Storm. And there's a holding penalty against the Storm. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty and push them back. First and 14. The ref's still talking it over. Storm to get the ball. Dovaco to throw down the middle, and that's a catch. Mason Wheeler with the completed catch and a touchdown for the Skyview Storm as they take a 20-0 lead. And offensively, they have been dominant in both the running game and the receptions. Mason Wheeler with one of his first catches of the night, as he almost had a touchdown earlier, and it looks like that one made it up. Stormberg to kick the ball. And that's good. Stormberg completes the kick with 6:51 to go. 21-0 Skyview Storm. And at this point, the Chieftains are just looking to keep this interesting with an offensive push here. They will have the opportunity as Skyview will be kicking the ball. So far, Yaroslav Dovaco has shown an excellent ability to be able to find receivers down the field, and that has turned into several touchdowns tonight. And and the Skyview Storm have been doing well because of it. Between Gavin Basquette and Mason Wheeler, we're looking at a pretty dominant outing by the Skyview Storm. Sealbinder and Eaton looking to receive. Sealbinder will get it. Sealbinder looking to turn the corner. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be taken at the 25-yard line, and there's a camera woman taken down in the backfield, but there is a flag on the field. As Skyview and River players alike came tumbling and out of bounds. There's a flag on the field right now. A personal foul against the Skyview Storm. As they're going to move up the ball. 10 yards. So the Chieftains will end up at the 38. Solid field position to start between Sealbinder's run and the penalty. The Chieftains with no men in the backfield. 4 receivers ready to go. And they're going to run it. Tries to turn the corner, and it looks like he's going to get a gain. Sealbinder with an excellent carry. As that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. And that's going to give him a 3-yard gain. Sealbinder with a solid run to start, and we got a 2nd and 7. No men in the backfield again, 5 receivers. As plunge, looks to throw. He's going deep, and that is not going to go to the intended receiver. As Blake Bryan was the intended receiver, Tristan Hoyer was wide open. But it looks like the Chieftains will go for the 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, coming up for the Chieftains.
Dawson Lawrence will come in at the 3rd and 7 for quarterback. Lawrence, he's being rushed. He throws it in. Sealbinder looking to find an angle, and he's going to end up at the 45-yard line.
Williams on the tackle.
Lawrence had 2 Skyview players coming at him. He had to make that play quickly, and he was able to make an excellent decision as Sealbinder made a solid run. 4 and 3. The Chieftains will not go for it as they're at the 45. Tristan Hoyer's going to kick the ball. Hoyer to kick. And that kick is going to be high. And it's going to bounce at the 40.
Ball began by the Chieftains.
Hoyer was dealing with a serious rush, and that kick is only going to go about 20 yards. Not his best kick. As we have about 5 minutes left to go, as the Chieftains are going to face off against the Storm offense once again.
Fans, please remember, we got over $100 in the 50-50 raffle, so buy your tickets. Sometime during the 3rd quarter, we'll be announcing the winner. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets.
The Skyview Storm are going to take the football once again at the 40. The throw. And he's taken down by 3 players.
down by Mascara.
Cooper Barnum, the receiver, and he's going to end up with
Also on the tackle.
a minimal gain
Mosley,
as
the receiver.
3
Gain of about a half a
Chieftain
yard.
players just
Second
swarmed
and long 9.
Barnum, and that's going to be a gain of 1. Dovico to get the ball. And that's going to be a obvious offsides against the Chieftains.
Encroachment charge against the Chieftains. Over about 5 yards. Second and long 4.
And that's going to put the Skyview Storm at 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 46-yard line of the Storm.
The Storm will be at the 46. Dovico, the flip. McGee is going to run. He's going. He's going to turn the corner. McGee's going all the way. He's going to end up in the end zone for a touchdown. McGee with a beautiful run, and once he got going and turned on the jets, no one could catch him. An excellent throw, an excellent pitch by Dovico to McGee. And McGee has been working for the Skyview Storm all night, as that puts this football game at 27-0.
There is a flag in the field.
There is a flag on the play, so that touchdown might be waved off.
I just need to get right there. I don't know how to get.
Holding charge against the Storm. That will negate the
Holding penalty against the Storm. They're going to wave that touchdown, and that is a huge break for the Chieftains.
You'll see any other first down.
It's still a first down. But that would have been a gut punch to the Chieftains if those points had appeared on the board. Austin Holland is going to come in for running back as the Skyview Storm running back in the backfield. 3 receivers ready to go. Holland in the backfield along with Dovico. Dovico looks to throw. Dovico, the catch, and he's going to juke him out. Mason Wheeler with another excellent catch, and he had a touchdown catch earlier, and he is going to be taken down just short of the end zone, but that is a 1st and goal for the Skyview Storm. Mason Wheeler and Gavin Basquet have both been doing excellent and have had several great receptions by Dovico throughout this football game. Mason Wheeler, the 6-foot junior, with an excellent catch, and the Skyview Storm are looking to extend their lead despite that costly penalty. And there's a flag on the field. And that's going to be a delay of game against the Storm.
Second and goal from the 8-yard line.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. Skyview Storm look to extend the lead. Right to McGee. McGee fakes his way through, and he's going to get on that 5-yard line.
Taken down by a host of Chieftains.
And the blocking by the Skyview Storm was excellent, as Jelani McGee was able to get an excellent, find the spot and squeeze right in for a gain of 4. McGee still in the backfield. He's going to take it. And that football ends up being an incomplete pass. A late flag on the field. Dovico faked that to McGee and looked to throw it. And that's going to be a pass interference against the Chieftains. Another penalty, and that's going to be half the distance to the goal. So 3.5 yards.
Half the distance to the goal line.
Receivers and McGee in the backfield, and Dovico is not going to get that pass to Cooper Barnum, just a little too far outside of the right side corner of the Chieftain end zone.
Third and goal, facing the Storm.
Third and goal. The Storm are close. They might go to McGee right here and try to get him over the top. But they're going to throw it. And the pitch is good.
It is Mosley on the touchdown.
To Mason Wheeler. Mason Wheeler with another big play as Dovico looked like he had nowhere to go as he just tossed it right over to Mason Wheeler for the touchdown, and it is 27-0 in the Storm's favor. An excellent throw and reception between Dovico and Wheeler. Wheeler has had some big plays in this quarter and 2 touchdown catches. Stormberg to kick the ball to extend this lead 28-0. The kick is good.
Point is up and in. 1:48 to play here in the first half.
1:48 in the first half as the Chieftains will look to make a quick play series to hopefully put themselves on the board in this half. The Skyview Storm, as a 4A school and typically an excellent football school, have shown their dominance tonight and have just had their way offensively with the Chieftains. Chieftains, though, have had some offensive runs. They just haven't been able to get in a good scoring position quite yet. But there is some hope so far for the Chieftains to make a comeback. But the Storm have remained very strong tonight and the Chieftain home field. The ball off to either Steelbinder or Eaton.
Eaton received the Chieftains, Steelbinder, Eaton.
The Chieftains looking for some daylight here. Stormberg. A short kick, and that's going to end up to Isaac Bibb O'Neill. Bibb O'Neill is going to run it up the middle, and he is going to end up at the 25. There's a flag on the field.
Jacob Cunningham. You left something very important at the concession stand. Jacob Cunningham. Please go to the concession stand. They have something there for you, Jacob Cunningham. Thank you.
And Isaac Bibb O'Neill with a solid run. He had an excellent game against Centralia. With 4 touchdowns on runs for 251 and 40 yards each as a junior. The Chieftains looking for 1 touchdown right now. Bibb O'Neill in the backfield with Asplund. He'll run it up the middle. And he's going to get a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Second and 6 with 1:20 to go. Chieftains have to hustle if they want to get this play series completed. Laurent's in the backfield as the quarterback for the Chieftains. Laurent's to hand it off. Trying to find an angle is Jackson Fobbs, as he may have gained some there, but the Chieftains and the Storm are going to take a timeout. They'll stop the clock at 58 seconds. The Chieftains are at a 3rd and 5 right now. So far it's 28-0 as we are about to go into the half. And the Chieftains have shown some signs of being able to be offensively capable with some excellent throws and some solid runs so far. They're at a 3rd and 5 right now. A first down would be excellent to move themselves forward if they can keep themselves, if they can keep stopping the clock and running out of bounds or so on. That would be helpful to get them down the field. So Dawson Laurent will be the quarterback for this play. And there's some stoppage. The referees are discussing something. Sealbinder is not in the backfield. 5 receivers. Eaton at the far side and the right. Skyview looking to blitz. The throw to Sealbinder. Sealbinder is going to power through, and that's not going to be quite enough for the first down.
Taken down by Daniel Johnston.
He's going to be just short at 4th. The Storm are going to take another timeout. It's going to be a 4th and 2 for the Chieftains. Whether they'll go for it or not is a mystery for now, as we have 51 seconds left in this half. Sealbinder with the reception on that one, as he is typically a running back. But a solid throw from Laurent to Sealbinder. Will it be enough to persuade the Chieftains to go on 4th and 2? That is the question. Looks like the Chieftains are going to punt the ball off. Tristan Hoyer as the designated punter. Mason Wheeler will be at around the 45 to receive. And that punt's going to be low. It's going to roll. And the Chieftains will stop it at the 35-yard line. 41 seconds, and the Storm have an opportunity to score here at the 35. Skyview Storm are going to take another play series, as maybe they can push this ball down the field. They've shown the capability to be able to do so. And they're going to flip it to McGee. McGee's going to be taken down by Hoyer. Hoyer has been the one person that has been able to get McGee early all night. Other than that, McGee has been a force for the Skyview Storm.
Third final timeout.
2nd and 6. The Storm are going to take their final timeout. Four seconds left to go in the half. 2nd and 6 for the Skyview Storm, as they have had it going offensively all night. If 34 seconds is enough for them, it is quite possible that they will be scoring again. We'll see with this. Jovico looks to throw, and he's going to be sacked by Tristan Hoyer. Tristan Hoyer with an excellent sack. And that's 2 straight tackles, and that's going to put the Skyview Storm on the 30-yard line.
Hoyer's a big sack for the Chieftains.
Hoyer has consistently been able to make nice tackles today, despite being the kicker. But that does not matter for Hoyer, as the 6'1" senior has shown some defensive ability today. That's the end of the first half of this football game, with the Skyview Storm facing off against the Columbia River Chieftains. So far, the Skyview Storm are at 28-0, and they are winning this football game. We'll see what happens next half. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you in the 3rd quarter.
Remember, fans, get your 50-50 tickets. Be announced in the third period. Get your 50-50 tickets. That cool breeze came in this evening, so head on over to the Booster Club tent, pick up that sweatshirt. Support your teams in Booster Club. Again, fans, please remember that this game is being played according to the rules of the Washington Interscholastic Activity Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can also help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of good sportsmanship. Thank you. Also, please remember for complete scores, schedules, standings, totals, and announcements for every school at every sport at every level of play. Visit the 2A GSHL Conference website at www.2aggshl.com. That's 2aggshl.com, your official source for 2A GSHL sports. Thank you. Teams and fans, please remember, next Friday night we are at Richfield. So please remember to head I-5 to Richfield to support the Chieftains next Friday evening. Chieftains. Set to kick off for the Storm, Michael Stromberg. O'Neal smothers the ball about the 24-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Chieftains at their own 24.
Welcome back to Chieftain Stadium as we start the second half of this football game as the Skyview Storm have taken a commanding lead over the Columbia River Chieftains 28-0. The Columbia River Chieftains receive the kick as Isaac Bibb O'Neal flattened on top of the football, and they end up at the 24-yard line. Asplund will snap it back to Steelbinder, and Steelbinder will be taken down in the backfield. And that might be a loss right there. Loss of 1 yard, 2nd and 11. If you're just joining us, the Skyview Storm have had their way so far in this football game as between Jelani McGee and Mason Wheeler, and as well as Gavin Basquette, along with several other players, and the catch will go to
Pass is caught by Bryan.
Blake Bryan. Blake Bryan with the reception.
Taken down by Balos. No gain in the play.
Yaroslav Doviko, the quarterback for the Skyview Storm, has had an excellent game with several completed receptions and a lot of great running by Jelani McGee. And that has caused the 28-0 lead that the Skyview Storm have right now. The Chieftains are looking for a comeback right now as Asplund will take the football. He's going to throw it long, and that is going to be way off as that was 10 yards ahead of Eaton. Eaton's had several passes thrown to him that were just a little too far. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. And the punting team is going to take the field. Tristan Hoyer will punt the ball off. As Mason Wheeler will receive the ball around the 45. The kick is going to be nice, and it's going to fall right at the 40.
First and 10, Storm, on their own 39
Colby Rabatoy was able to get that ball to the 40. And Skyview is once again going to take an offensive possession. I'll be at the 39-yard line. McGee is going to take the backfield. 3 receivers. McGee to run. McGee wheels around. McGee trying to turn the corner. McGee is going to stop and juke right around at the 42-yard line. A solid run by McGee. But there's a flag in the backfield. McGee has been consistent all night. And he has shown that he is clearly the best player on this field as of right now.
Offsetting personal fouls. Redo first down.
And they're going to redo the first down. Looks like there were 2 offensive, maneuvers. And they're going to redo the first down. So back at the 39 is the Skyview Storm. The Storm, quick throw to McGee. McGee will fake, and he's going to run right up the middle. McGee's breaking tackles left and right. McGee, he's going to go all the way to the... He made that all the way to the 36. And there is a little bit of an altercation on the field there. McGee has been torching the Chieftains all night as he broke tackles easily. At only 5'11", but 190 pounds, the junior has been doing an excellent job as a running back for the Storm tonight.
15 yards.
And the referees are going to move the football way up the field due to a penalty. And that is extremely costly for the Chieftains. It was costly with the run by Jaylani McGee on its own, but the penalty has not made this easier, as once again the Skyview Storm are very close to scoring position.
First and 10 Storm on the Chieftain 21-yard line.
On the Chiefs' 21-yard line, here's the Skyview Storm. Play action. The fake handoff, he's going to throw it, looking deep, and that's going to be a completed catch.
Touchdown Storm.
To Amani Williams.
Amani Williams in on the touchdown.
Amani Williams with an excellent catch. As the 6-foot junior is able to complete yet another touchdown for the Skyview Storm, as they take a 34-0 lead with 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the third. Skyview has shown today why they are a 4A school, and a good 4A school at that. Stormberg is going to kick. Oh, and it's blocked by the Chieftains. And an excellent block, as that's going to keep the Storm at 34 points. The Chieftains are going to look to score once again with a little bit of momentum after that block. There's still a lot of football left to play in this game, and it's very possible that the Chieftains can take a home rally and make this interesting. So the combination of Sealbinder and Eaton will be receiving the kick. Stormberg kick it off again.
Thomas Marshall running with the block, an extra point for the Chieftains.
And the kick, it's going to end up a little short. That'll go right to Isaac Bibb O'Neill. Bibb O'Neill will go straight down the middle, and that's going to end up at around the 44-yard line. Bibb O'Neill with a solid run there.
Bibb O'Neill on the return for the Chieftains.
And he's had a few solid returns this game so far, as Skyview has continued to kick it a little short to keep it out of Eaton and Sealbinder's hands. So the Chieftains are going to start at the 43. Two men in the backfield. And they're going to run it up the middle. Bib O'Neill is going to end up with almost a first down. He's going to go 9 yards, if not 10 there. Bib O'Neill with an excellent carry right up the middle.
Brings up a 2nd and 3 in Storm territory.
And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line. Asplund, the quarterback for this play here. Two men in the backfield once again, two receivers. They're going to hand it off right up the middle, and they are going to get a gain. And that's going to be a first down. Jackson Fobbs with a solid run for the first down, and the Chieftains are moving upfield into Skyview territory. Dawson Lawrence is the quarterback now. Two men in the backfield once again. They're going to stick with this. And that is a false start. Or excuse me, an offsides. Not a false start. On Peyton Batter. That's going to be against the Storm, and the Chieftains will move up another 5 yards. Dawson Lawrence still the quarterback. Kyer and O'Neill stay in the backfield, and another offsides for the Skyview Storm. Or possibly a false start. There's an illegal receiver. So that's a penalty against the Chieftains, as they're going to take it back to 1st and 10 at the 49, or excuse me, not the 49, that is the 46-yard line. Two men in the backfield, two receivers. A handoff, Bib O'Neill right up the middle, and that's going to get him a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Bib O'Neill with a solid run. Good carry. And that's going to move the Chieftains forward again. 2nd and 5. As the Chieftains keep going with this two men in the backfield, two receiver look here. And they're going to do that again. It's been working so far. Asplund will be the quarterback. Asplund to hand it off. And Jackson Fobbs will get a minimal gain as he's handed the ball off. So far, the Chieftains have not thrown the ball once in this play series. And they're at a thrown 3rd and 6. Lawrence coming back in the football game. Lawrence has thrown the ball more than Asplund, and there could be reason to throw it now. Still two men in the backfield, two receivers once again. Lawrence at the helm of the QB. Lawrence flips it back. They're going to give it back. Steelbinder's going to attack. Steelbinder tries to fake, and he's not even going to get past the... And that's Will Buss. Will Buss is not going to get past the line of scrimmage, as the reverse did nothing there, and they're at a 4th and 5. Fourth and 8, excuse me. The Chieftains are going to go for it. 5 receivers in the field. Asplund alone at the QB. Asplund looks to throw. Asplund is sacked in the Chieftain in Chieftain territory, and that's going to be a turnover. Micah Bayless with an excellent sack. And that's going to end up being Storm football right away. It's 1st and 10 for the Storm. And that is difficult to take, as the Chieftains had a solid play series going into there, and they could just not complete. So the Storm are going to start at the 50. Austin Holland in the backfield with Dovico. Handoff. And he's going to get tackled right away and thrown to the ground aggressively
Tackle on the play by Vega.
by Veo. And an excellent tackle as Austin Holland had his helmet taken off with that play.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
And that's going to bring Jaylani McGee right back into this game. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Chieftains looking for a stop.
Owens put wide to the right. Joe Brady to the left. McGee in the backfield.
Dovico to throw, and that pass is way high and incomplete. 3rd and 10, and this is looking like a possible stop, but the Skyview Storm have shown some serious offensive power in this game. I would not count them out for a second when it comes to this 3rd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
3rd and long 10, let's go, Chieftain fans.
Chieftains have an opportunity to get a stop. Austin Holland in the backfield with Dovico. 3 receivers ready to go. Austin Holland tries to get through, and that run is not going to be enough. And that's going to be 4th and 8.
Austin Holland, the ball carrier.
Austin Holland did not get very far with that football there. And it looks like Skyview is going to go for it. No, they're going to punt the ball. As they put in the special teams. Cooper Barnum is going to punt instead of Michael Stormberg. Cannon Eaton ready to receive around the 10-yard line. And it's going to be well short of that. And the football's loose. Looks like Eaton got on top of it, but that ball was loose on the field.
Recovered by the Chieftains.
And that was recovered by the Chieftains. A dangerous play there. As that football was loose right before the Chieftains got on that football. So Dawson Lawrence is going to start off this play, this offensive set for the Chieftains.
10 Chieftains at the 18-yard line.
Chieftains at the 18. 3 receivers and 1 man in the backfield. The handoff. Trying to wheel around, and that is a solid play. As Colby Rabatoy is going to end up with a gain.
Picked up a hard 6 yards.
Rabatoy has had a solid game so far with good receptions, runs, and solid tackles throughout this game. Rabatoy with a 5-yard gain. Chieftains with the ball. Asplund to hand it right off. Right down the middle is Jackson Fobbs. And the running game has been doing pretty well for for the Chieftains, as they've consistently been able to get yardage with that, and that's a first down. Fobbs is going to come out. Bib O'Neill will come in. 3 receivers, and Bib O'Neill will stay in the backfield. Right to Bib O'Neill, down the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 4.
O'Neill, ball carrier, picks up 5. Taken down by number 51.
Asplund, the quarterback.
Miller on the tackle for the Storm.
And the Chieftains have not thrown the ball in their last several plays. They still continue to put 3 receivers. And they're going to hand it off again. And he's going to get slaughtered in the backfield with a loss of several yards.
Gravitoy taken down for about a 2-yard loss.
Gravitoy is going to lose about 2 yards with that one.
Brings in 3rd and a long 8 for the Chieftains.
3rd and 8. Lawrence is going to come in as quarterback.
Got a whistle, timeout.
And there's a timeout. The Chieftains will take a timeout with 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd period. The Chieftains are down 34-0 as they take this timeout with a 3rd and 8 in their own territory. With a first down here, the Chieftains could show some daylight. They haven't thrown deep yet. But so far the running game has been successful enough, just not successful enough for a touchdown against this Storm defense. So the Chieftains will put in 5 receivers. Lawrence alone as QB. Looking to throw, 2-man rush, and that throw was dangerous. It was meant to be Jarrett Steelbinder's catch, but the reception was incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th and 8. The Chieftains are going to have to kick the football. And that throw nearly got picked off. So the Chieftains are going to kick the football on a 4th down once again. And that kick is actually going to be okay. The Chieftains are going to let it roll. It's going to go all the way down to the 27-yard line. Tristan Hoyer was somehow able to get that kickoff, but he is down. And he is not getting up right now. It's good to see him on his own legs right now. But it is apparent that he landed wrong or got hit on that play. He still was able to get a decent kick out of there, as that's going to end up at the 26-yard line. The Chieftains are going to look for a stop once again in hope that their offense will respond shortly after. 1:44 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Three receivers, and they're going to throw. And that throw is... That's going to be a flag on the field, as Isaac Bibb O'Neill is going to get called for a pass interference.
Offensive pass interference charge against the Storm.
Oh, excuse me, that's an offensive pass interference, as that will be against the Storm. The intended receiver was Mason Wheeler, who has played well all night, as the coverage was by Isaac Bibb O'Neill, but apparently he is not the one that they're going to call this on today. That's going to move Skyview back. Actually, probably as far back as they've been all game. To what looks like the 13-yard line. If there's any time to get a stop, the Chieftains have this opportunity, and this is the best they've gotten all game. The handoff right to McGee, and he's going to be taken down shortly after he passes the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 yard.
Tackle and play number 47, Riley Sadler, and host by the Chieftains.
Skyview's looking at a 2nd and 21.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
3 receivers and 1 man. A minute left to go in this third quarter. Austin Holland in the backfield with Dovico. Dovico looks to throw it. Dovico doesn't have a lot of places to go, and that's going to be too long. That throw will be incomplete, as he didn't have a lot of places to go. Excellent coverage by the Chieftains. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 21. The clock has stopped. There's enough time for possibly a few Chieftain offensive plays if they can get this stop right here. The Skyview Storm, play action, they throw it. And Barnum is going to complete the pass, but he will be tackled quickly by 3 Chieftain players.
Taken down by Hedman.
The clock is running.
Along with Partridge in the tackle for the Chieftain.
And the Skyview Storm are going to kick the ball, or punt the ball, for one of the first times in this game. A high kick that's going to end up right around the 50-yard line. And that's going to bounce right at the 43-yard line. And the Chieftains have good field position to start this play series. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Enough for one more play before they flip the field.
The 1st and 10 Chieftains on their own 43-yard line. First 50-50 ticket is going to be 001-8080. 001-8080.
Asplund to be the QB. Fobbs in the backfield with him. And there's a timeout on the play.
Timeout charge against the Chieftains.
That's going to be a timeout for the Chieftains.
Ticket is 001-8080.
The Chieftains looking to pull together one more play
Go to the Shade Icer and collect your money.
until the end of the third quarter.
And the second winning ticket, 001-8081. You heard it right, 001-8081. And the first winning ticket is 001-8080. Again, the last 2 numbers is 80.
So that was a quick Chieftain timeout.
The ticket is 81. Again, congratulations.
Looks like Tristan Hoyer,
Thank you.
Blake Bryan, and one more receiver, along with Cannon Eaton and Matt Asplund on this field. Asplund to throw. He's going to be taken down quickly, and that is Will Buss. Will Buss is going to complete the pass, but that's going to be a loss of several yards. That's the end of the third quarter, as we're going to head into the fourth quarter of this football game at Chieftain Stadium. Chieftains are looking to make a comeback on a drive and get themselves on the board in this fourth quarter. So far, Skyview has been pretty dominant in their score so far. Although the Chieftains have had several defensive stops, and they have proven to be capable defensively. Offensively, though, they have just been short too many times and have not been able to get even a field goal attempt off. Hopefully that is to change with this offensive set. 12 minutes of football left in this game as the Chieftains take on their rival, the Skyview Storm. It is a packed house tonight as everyone from both schools has come to see this game. And so far, the ones that are happy tonight are the Skyview fans. That could change with a touchdown from the Chieftains to start this off. Lawrence is going to be the quarterback. Play action for the Chieftains. Lawrence has time. He'll throw it to Eden, and that is right through his hands. As that pass was almost picked off. That's going to bring a 3rd and 14. The Chieftains are going to need a solid play here. Asplund is the quarterback for this 3rd and 14 at the 39. 5 receivers, as expected for the Chieftains. Asplund, he's got time. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be a caught ball. The Chieftains are running. He's going to fall at the 20. And Blake Bryan with an excellent catch. The Chieftains finally have caught the long ball as Matthew Asplund was able to get that into Skyview territory. This is the closest the Chieftains have been all game to the end zone. And that has set a fire under the crowd. The Chieftains are going to look to take it at the 21. Asplund at the QB again. Asplund to hand it off. Looking for some daylight, and he's going to be tackled shortly after the line of scrimmage. That's Colby Rabatoy.
Rabatoy to carry for a tough 1 yard.
He'll get 1 yard. Asplund still the QB.
Eaton split wide to the left. Bus wide right.
3 receivers ready to go. Asplund to throw it. He's looking to Eaton. Eaton won't be able to catch that. That pass is too deep, and it's going to fall out of bounds. 3rd and 9.
3rd and a long 9.
And that would have been a difficult catch even if it had been in bounds. Dawson Lawrence is the quarterback for this 3rd and 8. Chieftains are going to go with 5 receivers. Lawrence by himself. Play action. Lawrence to throw. He gets it right down the middle, and that play would have been a touchdown. Blake Bryan couldn't quite get his hands on that one. He was pretty... a disappointing opportunity, but the Chieftains may go for the first down. At 4th and 8, Asplund is the QB. 5 more receivers out on the field. Oh, and that is an offside. Skyview trying to jump the line.
Encroachment, charge against the score. 5 yards.
And that's Micah Bayless. That's going to bring the Chieftains up 5 yards. This is a 4th and 3.
Ball down to the 16-yard line.
Ball's at the 15. Asplund, the quarterback again. 4th and 3. They could run it and get away with it here. One man in the backfield with Asplund. 3 receivers.
In the backfield with Asplund.
Rabatoy stays in the backfield. He's going to throw, and he's going to get the first down, and a solid catch.
Pass is complete down to the 11-yard line. Blake Bryan on the reception.
By Blake Bryan. Blake Bryan able to redeem himself and get that first down.
First down.
As the Chieftains are going to get that first down. And that was a tough catch. He got hammered. And being able to hold on that football was excellent job by Blake Bryan. The Chieftains at the Skyview 11-yard line, looking for an opportunity to score. Rabatoy in the backfield with Lawrence. Skyview's looking to blitz. Lawrence, he's going to get sacked. And after a slow takedown,
Lawrence taken down in the backfield.
Lawrence is going to get taken down at the 21-yard line.
Tyler DeJong in on the tackle for the score.
As Lawrence had nowhere to go with the football, and he was sacked. Chieftains are looking at a 2nd and 14 for first down. Asplund, the quarterback. Rabatoy in the backfield. Three receivers. Oh, and a dangerous throw to Eaton, and that is incomplete. As he bobbled that pass before he got to it.
Third down and 14.
It's 3rd and 14. This is do or die for the Chieftains if they want a touchdown. Dawson Lawrence at the helm as QB for this 3rd and long. 5 receivers on the field. Hopefully the blockers can give him enough time. Lawrence, he's got time. He's going to throw it. Ooh, and that pass is incomplete.
Intended receiver was
Rabatoy was not able to get to that one as Skyview got in the way. So the Chieftains are not going to kick. They are going to go for the 4th and 14. 5 receivers again. Matt Asplund as the quarterback this time around. Play action. Asplund looks to throw down the middle, and that is picked off by Skyview. Cooper Barnum loses the ball, and the Chieftains have it in their end zone. And that was a crazy play as Cooper Barnum got the interception, but fumbled the football. And what the referees decide that this is going to be fascinating.
Touchback on the last play. There was an interception and a fumble. And then recovered for a touchback, so he 1st and 10 score.
So that's a touchback
on their own 20-yard line.
By the Storm on their own 20. That was a crazy play as the ball switched sides 3 times within 10 seconds. But the Skyview Storm are going to end up with the football at their 20-yard line, despite the fumble. Holland in the backfield with Duvico. He's going to run, and he's going to get taken down quickly by the Chieftains, as he did not get very far past the line of scrimmage. As he's slow to get up. It looks like he got his legs taken out from under him on that play by the Chieftains. Injured player timeout. And that's Austin Holland, the 5'6" senior, who still remains on the field right now. He's a running back, and he has been switching in and out with Jelani McGee all game. The Chieftains had a golden opportunity as they ended up on the Skyview 15, but they were just not able to complete a play and get the touchdown or even kick a field goal, which ended up in a crazy play where Skyview picked it off, fumbled the football, lost it, but ended up getting a touchback. So they ended up at the 20, at their own 20-yard line. And a play later is where we are now, with Austin Holland, unfortunately, still on the football field. Is up on his feet. It's good to see him on his own legs as he will walk off the field with the support of the coaching staff. So Skyview is going to continue. With a 2nd and 8. Kovani Kem is in the backfield with Dovico.
Got a lost ID, has been returned to the press box. Clyde Hunt. Clyde Hunt. We have your ID up here in the press box. Clyde Hunt. Your ID is up here in the press box.
So Skyview is going to proceed with 9 minutes left to go in the game.
Hunt, your ID.
Fake handoff. Dovico to throw it. And 3 Chieftain defenders are going to swarm Cade Filburn as he completes the reception for a first down.
Gain of 15 to first down brings up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Skyview Storm are going to continue to push up the field, as Kovani Kem will continue to be the running back along with Dovico. Dovico to throw. That's a completed catch by Joe Gray, and that will not be enough for a first down. but a solid catch.
On the tackle for the Chieftains.
And so far, the Skyview Storm have demonstrated that they can throw the football and throw it very effectively and consistently throughout the game, as they are showing now with this offensive set. Dovico play action. And he's going to get hit before the line of scrimmage. And that's Kovani Kem, the replacement running back
Logan Wilson on the tackle for the Chieftains.
for Austin Holland. Three receivers on the left side. Skyview's going to reset. The handoff, fake, and they're going to throw it. A successful catch, as that is Cabe Filburn again with another catch and a first down. Bryson Pretty was able to get the tackle, but Filburn with another great catch. Skyview now in Chieftain territory at the 41-yard line. Dovico to flip it out. The run, as he's going to end up with about a 4-yard gain.
Lee John, the ball carrier for the Storm.
And that's Tyler DeJong
Brings up a second down and 6. Ball on the Chieftains.
with a gain of 4 yards. Second and 6 on the 37-yard line. Dovico, hand it off. And that's going to be almost a first down, as Tyler DeJong with another solid run. It has started to rain now during this game, so the field is a little bit wet as of right now, and it had been nice earlier today, but as of tonight, it has begun to rain during the tail end of this football game. Skyview with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth. 3 receivers and 1 man in the backfield. He'll run, DeJong. And that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Or 4 yards. As Skyview guys continue to push up the field relentlessly. Yaroslav Dovico to throw. Short throw, and that's going to end up with about a 6-yard gain.
Tackle on the play by Carter. Also Heflin on the tackle for the Chieftains.
And Skyview is continuing to push the ball up the field with little resistance from the Chieftains so far. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line. The handoff to DeJong. DeJong's going to be taken back behind the line of scrimmage.
Riley Sadler also on assist.
And a nice tackle by Thomas Karcher. Skyview at a 3rd and 6 on the 26-yard line. 4 minutes to go. The throw, and that's through the hands of Joe Gray.
The hands of Joe Gray, the intended receiver.
And that's going to bring up a 4th and 6 for Skyview.
Brings up a 4th down for the Storm.
Skyview's been relatively conservative throughout this game, but they haven't had to be risky throughout this game due to just their offensive power. They're going to go on the 4th and 6.
John Malone back for the Storm.
The throw. Dovico trying to get it in, and it's an interception! An interception. The intended receiver was Cade Philberg.
And 26, Sean Rain.
As Sean Rain, conveniently as it is raining right now, completes the interception with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. At this point, the Chieftains are just looking to put themselves on the board before the end of this game. Sean Rain has possibly brought an opportunity for them to do that. It looks like Skyview was going to plow right into the end zone, but a nice change in the tide has given the Chieftains the football back. The play action. Laurence is going to get sacked if he doesn't throw it, and the intended receiver was Tristan Boyer. Boyer couldn't get to it. It was just a little too strong. Laurence will come out. Asplund will come in. It's an interesting dynamic how the Chieftains have switched pretty evenly throughout this game. Laurence and Asplund as quarterbacks. As quarterbacks, both of them, equally have excellent strengths. Asplund has tended to hand the ball off, but he's also completed several great throws. And Laurence has also completed several well-done throws. Neither of them has completed a touchdown pass, but we don't have a touchdown yet. And Fobbs is torn down to the ground at the 7. As the stiff arm didn't do anything against Skyview. Laurence will bounce back in. Third and 8. Laurence looking to throw. Oh, and a nice catch by Will Buss.
Will Buss on the reception.
Who gets the tough catch for a minimal gain, but still a completed pass by the Chieftains.
Out to the 9-yard line.
Chieftains are at the 9. At this point, they are going for it. They have nothing to lose. Fourth and 4. Asplund at the QB. 3 receivers on the field. And a serious offsides by Skyview. And that's going to be...
An encroachment foul against the Storm brings up 5 yards and another Chieftain first down.
And a first down for the Chieftains due to the penalty.
And I have an ID up here in the press box. Karina Timmons. Your ID is up in the press box. Along with Clyde.
So the Chieftains have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. And they're going to send 5 receivers out on this 1st and 10. Asplund, quick throw. And he's going to run it. And that's going to be a first down for Will Buss with a completed catch. And a nice first down for Will Buss as he was able to... He went 12 yards and was able to get out of bounds to stop the clock. The Chieftains still have an opportunity to get down the field here if they continue to do so. It's still raining, but it has lightened up a little bit as the Chieftains will continue this football game. Laurent looks to throw. He's going to get that catch completed as he gets Blake Bryan for the reception.
Blake Bryan. Taken down by Peter Carell.
The clock is running. And now bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
8 of 5 in the play brings up 2nd and 5.
The Chieftains are going to put 4 receivers out. 1 man in the backfield. Ooh, bobbles the ball, but he's going to get it through. And Jared Steelbinder was able to get the 5 yards. At first, he looked like he might have fumbled that football, but he's able to get the first down. He stops the clock, and that's going to bring them, the Chieftains, to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. The clock is running. Dawson Lawrence at the helm as QB. 4 receivers on the field, 2 on each side. He looks to throw. He's going to get it to Eaton. Eaton can't quite get to it as it's tipped, and it falls out of bounds by Peter Carell. 2nd and 10. 36 seconds left to go.
Again, I got Clyde Hunt's ID up in the press box, along with Karina Timmons. Your IDs are up in the press box. Karina Timmons and Clyde Hunt. Thank you.
Asplund as the QB with 5 receivers ready to go. He's going to look deep, and that play is incomplete.
2 flags on the field.
2 flags on the field as the intended receiver was Colby Rabatoy, and that penalty might just be on him.
The intended receiver was Colby Rabatoy.
The clock has stopped at 29 seconds. As it's difficult to see what...
Penalty's going to go against the Chieftains for
That,
offensive pass
yeah,
interference.
I was against Rabatoy with a pass interference offensively. So that'll push them back to the 29-yard line. Laurence is the QB. Looking to throw. He's going to get that down the middle to Blake Bryan. And Blake Bryan with a solid catch. The clock is running. The Chieftains are going to have to hustle or take a timeout.
Brings up a 3rd and 6.
And the Chieftains will take a timeout to stop the clock. The Chieftains are at the 43-yard line with 15 seconds to go, looking to score in this 34-0 ball game. And right now they're at a 3rd and 6 after that completed catch by Blake Bryan. Blake Bryan has had several solid catches today. The senior, who is a wide receiver and a defensive back on defense. The Chieftains looking to score. And the throw to Eaton is right through his hands. That's going to stop the clock at 12. Incomplete. And it was just a little high for Eaton.
Brings up a 4th and 6 for the Chieftains.
Lawrence to take the 4th and 6. Five receivers ready for the possible last play of the game. And they're going to whistle that play off as the Storm were offsides. That's going to move the ball up 5 yards, and it's going to be a 4th and 1. 12 seconds left to go. Lawrence looking to throw. He's going to go. Blake Bryan down the middle, and Bryan is down. And that's a Chieftain first down. 5 seconds left to go. The Chieftains will have to throw this game. The Chieftains don't necessarily have to throw it, but it looks like they will. 5 seconds to go. And they're going to call it. This game is over.
Please leave the field. The game is still in play.
And the Skyview fans
Thank you.
ran onto the field a little too quick, as there's still 1 second left on the clock. The Chieftains are just looking to end this game.
And I guess we had too many fans on the field, so another penalty.
Another penalty due to the fans going onto the field a little too early. And the Skyview fans are very excited after this this victory that they're going to take at Chieftain Stadium. That's a 15-yard penalty. As the Chieftains might have an opportunity to score here. Lawrence with 5 receivers. Last play of the game. He's going to throw it, and that is completed to Blake Bryan as the Chieftains will score with 1 second left to go. With 1 second left on the clock, the Chieftains completed a play to Blake Bryan to make this a 6-34 football game. As that's something that the Chieftain fans can go home smiling about tonight. And the Skyview fans will take the field as the winners. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us at Chieftain Stadium as the Skyview Storm beat the Columbia River Chieftains 34-6 in an excellent game between both sides. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great night, and that's all we have for you tonight.